What's up, everybody? We're still talking about how you can get through stalls. Today we're going to talk about how you can mix things up a little bit in your food. Stick around. Good morning, everybody. So at least it's morning where I'm at. I'm not sure what time you're going to be watching this. So yesterday kind of wrapped up a 24-hour fast. As we talk about trying to get through stalls, these are just some of the things that I've been trying to do. I told you before I was going to start implementing a lot of intermittent fasting. And so a part of that was doing a fast yesterday. I was not planning on doing a 24-hour fast, but ended up kind of turning out that way anyway. So this morning, I'm going to do something different. Again, one of the things that you can do when you talk about working through stalls is trying to mix things up. Just try to switch things up. Do something different that you've normally done. And so today, since I am going to be eating today, I'm going to do it a little bit differently. Normally, I might follow the every 3 to 4 hours for 2 or 3 meals on a day that I'm eating. Today's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to do a Bulletproof Coffee this morning, which I'll show you how I make mine. And then I'm going to probably wait a good 6 hours, probably eat around 12 to 1 o'clock. It's, as you can see, probably behind me there, it's close to 6:30. So probably close to 12 or 1 o'clock. And then after that, we'll probably eat dinner around, 6:30. So it's going to be a good almost, 5.5, 6 hours in between meals. And I'm doing it just because. So just do something different. Try to shake things up. Do something different and see if it has an impact on trying to get your body working differently to get yourself through the stall. All right, so my Bulletproof Coffee is pretty straightforward. Pretty much just use a tablespoon of butter. I put it in, kind of doing a travel mug today since I'm going to be heading to work. So I'm just going to go ahead and brew this thing up. I like to put the butter in there while it's brewing because by the time it gets done brewing, it's pretty much fully melted, and I only have to use a little small frother to get it blended up together. This is just about done wrapping up, and I'll be putting in, actually what I use is an MCT oil powder. This actually has collagen in it as well, but it's chocolate. And I'm just going to be honest, the chocolatey, buttery awesomeness that comes out of this is really, really great, and I would encourage you to try it. It's actually really, really fantastic. That is pretty much it, and then I just utilize this little kind of frother thing here to get it all blended up. So this thing has butter, chocolate in it. It's pretty much perfect. If it had bacon in it, it'd be fantastic. The only thing else I'm going to do today is make sure I have some snacks with me, and so I keep a few of these things in my backpack. So some macadamia nuts and some almonds. I keep these things in there with me at all times just to have. I don't plan on snacking. You guys know well enough that I try to avoid snacking as much as I can, but I like to have them on hand just in case. You just don't know. And after a 24-hour fast, sometimes I can get a little more hungry than what I am. So today's meal is going to be pretty much a Bulletproof Coffee from there. My wife really was a blessing this morning and helped make a breakfast for me. And so I will be eating that for lunch, which I'll try to bring you guys online a little bit later today. So we'll talk to you then. What's up, everybody? So yeah, finally made it to lunchtime about 1:30, quite a bit later than what I was anticipating waiting. So it's now been a little bit over 6 hours, but as I was talking before, I'm okay with that, being a little bit later than that. Part of getting through a stall is mixing things up, as I kind of talked about a little bit this morning, and so I'm not going to worry about it. A little bit later, a little bit earlier, whatever, just do something to get your body out of its normal thing. And so my lunch today, I'll go ahead and show it to you. Of course, you really can't see it being buried under avocado, but basically it's 3 eggs, a couple tablespoons of bacon bits with some cheese on top, and a whole avocado. And I'm going to explain why I'm doing a whole avocado. Those of you that know, I did a 24-hour fast yesterday, and so I broke my fast and had one meal with a little bit higher of a protein meal, and so today I'm trying to go the opposite direction and try to have a much higher fat meal. So I don't normally sit and have a whole avocado for myself during one particular setting, but because I'm wanting to have a very high fat meal for lunch today, or my first meal of the day after my Bulletproof Coffee this morning, I'm okay doing that because of what happened yesterday. So that is my meal for today, and I will be back with you later on this evening, and we'll talk about dinner time. What's up, everybody? So finally made it home after a long day. It's about 6:30. Made it pretty much the whole time from, I think, when I had my breakfast / lunch was right around 1:30. 6:30, and I'm going to be eating probably a taco salad, which is basically just some ground turkey meat and some greens, a little bit of cheese and stuff like that. So it'll be very similar to what I had last night as far as dinner goes. I will say this: it was hard. I was planning on I was actually going to snack today, but didn't because I want to. Again, I'm trying to do something specific as we talk about breaking stalls, and so the whole goal today was just to try to get through the day, eating once every about 6 hours, roughly thereabout, from my Bulletproof Coffee this morning to breakfast / lunch this afternoon, and then tonight. And then tomorrow we'll see. I'm going to probably do a moderate intermediate fast or intermittent fast until probably 10 or 11 in the morning, which we'll see. And I'm going to try to really, cram a good workout in and go from there. But really today's episode is really all kind of about mixing things up. Try something different. Don't, if you've been doing the same type of eating pattern for over and over and over again, try something different. That's kind of what I'm doing today. Try to get your body guessing about what's going on next. And so that's kind of what today is all about. So, again, as always, I really appreciate the support. If you are enjoying this or getting anything out of it, please consider subscribing to my channel. I would really appreciate that. If you do click on subscribe, click on the little bell icon to turn on notifications. Please like the video. Please share it with anybody that you think might be struggling with their own stall or weight loss stall or gains. And then please again, I would really enjoy commenting with you or going back and forth in the comments. And hearing what you have to say. How are you getting through your stall, or what things are you trying to implement to try to get you over your roadblocks or things that are kind of standing in your way from your weight loss. So again, I'm going to be probably putting this out here soon, and then hopefully over the next week or so, continuing to put more content out as we look at this, and then kind of we'll be unveiling the results of this probably either this weekend or next Monday, just to kind of see if it did any good. Did any of this stuff work, and did it kind of accelerate any kind of weight loss? And so I will hopefully have the results to that as well. So as always, I want to say thank you again for your time. I appreciate it, and I will see you next time.